Hello everyone, this is Gabriel with Mobile Interfaces and Usability, Class 1305, Project 1, Take 2, actually. I realized while doing my other video that I made a little mistake and I didn't have my search. I actually put my search at the bottom. I feel like it has a good read this way. I've seen a lot of mobile pages that I go to, they do have searches at the bottom as well. The main thing that I want them to do is to add a new black belt. Then they can browse from there, and then after that, if they still don't find what they want, they can, search. I think that kind of plays well. On to the questions. Question one: what part of the project was the easiest and why? It has to be setting up the HTML document in the JSON file. It was very, very simple, very straightforward, very easy, to kind of go about. I've had a little bit of practice since I've had to retake visual frameworks a couple times, and I've actually this is my second go around technically for this class. Yes, it was a little bit easy to set that up. However, I did have a lot of backtracking because I don't remember everything. When it's not in front of your face all the time, it's harder to memorize. So that basically leads into my second question, which is what was the most difficult, and I think it's just figuring out. Well, in general, I started playing around with jQuery, as you can tell from my application, and I really like jQuery because it made a lot of things very simple, obviously. But then, because I started playing around with it a lot, I started overcomplicating things, and that's where my own CSS sheet just wasn't working with it very well. In the end, I actually had to backtrack and kind of redo my whole project at the last minute in order to get like all my minimums in and simplify it. So yeah, some things that I need to research a little bit more. Question three: what information from previous classes did I utilize? I used everything all the way from the skills, all the way back from, what I learned in Photoshop to create my image, as well as the design elements from visual frameworks and, marking up my code, my sheet, and stuff like that. So, yeah, it was, I guess, coming from visual frameworks, it's obviously playing right into, you know, um, mobile interfaces and usability. So. And what information did I do research on to complete the project? And as I mentioned, jQuery. I was interested in jQuery from before, from some past introduction. I had a coding buddy a while back, a few months back, and they were telling me about jQuery and stuff like that. So I was interested, but it wasn't part of the assignment, so I never really used it. But now that I did, really, really liked it, and I did use jQuery in order to get my app up and running. So there are a few things missing. I guess again this has to be because I use jQuery and I defaulted to that I don't have, just can't figure out what to do. I don't. It's probably something very simple, but just time constraints, and I basically need to do a much better job of time management. Anyway. Once again, this is Gabriel Marte with mobile interfaces and usability, class 1305, project 1, recap and reflection. Thank you very much.